I heard my well backflowing after the pump kicked off. So I'll show you how to replace a check valve on there, and I'm going to try to make it a little easier than cutting and gluing all the time, because these go bad on my wells constantly, and it's just a small well, shallow well, so I don't need a big elaborate setup. I need something cheap. And then the water's real bad, a lot of crap in it. You can see some buildup on the inside of there from sulfur and sand. So I'll show you how to do that. So hear that flowing through that backflow? Pump cuts off and it's backflowing, so we're gonna fix that. Unplug that. We're gonna shut this off because it's artesian, so I have pressure coming from the ground, so to work in this area I gotta shut that off. I'm gonna shut that off so we don't have to drain the entire system out. We'll just drain out the pressure tank. Look, the whole spring assembly inside is messed up. That's why it was backflowing. Should look like that. Not all busted up. So these were painted with a rattle can, which keeps the PVC from degrading as quick. So yeah, cleaning it off so that it bonds better with the glue. I got this Union. It has this little rubber seal in it. So I'm going to set a piece of pipe. Use the screw-on ones, because these check valves, they're going to go bad. So I'm going to build this contraption so I don't have to be gluing and ungluing everything over and over again. Hopefully I can just screw it in. Pretty sure these check valves are going to go bad quicker than this rubber seal on the Union joint. So let's get it primed. I always end up having to buy a brand new primer and cement because it goes bad in the barn. Also got some pipe dope for the threads. primer, clean that off. I'm gonna put the union on this side so that, because that can always be replaced up to the pump. So, little primer. I'm gonna double check what is. Usually I get the blue kind. Glob it on there. Get it on. Nice and smooth. Now it's got set. So dry fit this other side. Helps if you have cutters that aren't crappy and reused. Let's check this out. That's sulfur buildup from in the well. Which this well's only a few months old, so that's built up that quick. And it's probably built up in there too. You can get a well guy to do an acid bath on these and it cleans all that stuff back out. Okay, well this is here, we're going that. So this a little bit. I don't know. What do you guys think about my plumbing techniques? Tell me how it's gonna fail. Because it might. In theory, we should be done with the gluing. So let's put this up out of the way. Some thread sealant. Doesn't look very well mixed in there, but we'll see. So we're gonna put some of that on those threads there. Some of it on these threads over here. So that should be pretty close once I get it all screwed down. Uh-oh. Why didn't you guys tell me? Yeah, make sure this union is set. All right, I'm gonna open this so that I can pump right out. Let's see what kind of water we get. All right, we didn't lose prime at least. Hard to do, and it's the water, groundwater is about a foot down. Not too bad. There's some kind of sediment there. We're gonna blow it out for a couple minutes. All right, I blew it out for a couple minutes. Now let's see if it builds up to pressure. It's not pressurizing my whole line because I got it shut off right there. Let's see if it builds up to pressure and kicks the pump off. Then we'll listen and see if the new check valve backflows or not. So it kicked off. I don't hear any water. Everything's wet because I just had the hose on right here, but I'll give it a while. I'll come check and see if I'm getting water out. It looks like I'm getting water out my threads right there. So I'll tighten that down a little bit. Overall, not too bad. Also, when it's not raining out, I'll paint it, make it last a little bit longer. So next time I have another well that needs the pressure switch replaced, so I'll try to record doing that. What do you think? You think this is gonna stay?